Hey everyone, thanks for joining. My name is Caitlin Cordani. I'm a gold qualified leader here at Archer Travel, and today we're going to learn about Notion. This is a beginner's guide, so I am just really excited for you guys to be here today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I did get started by logging into an email account that I have for training. And basically what it is, this is a customer relations management system. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Josh. Hey, Beth. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to do trainings. And then I'm going to set a password. I like this one. And then I like to do for work here, guys. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to select work. This is to track projects, company goals, meeting notes, things like that. But you can also do this for personal life and for school as well. Hold on a second. It's been a hectic day, guys. Let me stop my notifications so I can focus. All right, so we're going to select for work because this is a sales position that we're going to be using this for work. Hi, Josh. So I'm gonna do this on my own. If you do this with a team, you do have to upgrade to a plus account, which does cost per seat or per person. So we're gonna just do this on our own. This is for the account creation so that you can have a free account. We're gonna go into what kind of work do you do? We're in sales. Our role here is we're a freelancer. What's the size of your company? 1 to 10, because it's just yourself, right? So we're going to continue. And then what are you planning on using Notion for? So we want to do projects, goal tracker, account management. I don't think pipeline tracking is something that we would really do here in Notion, but know that when you start your account, if you just start something, excuse me, if you start something and you see that you don't have what you need, you can always add to it and you can always take away too. So if you add something and you feel like you don't need that specific thing, then that's fine. So we're gonna actually take, account management. So you can see here team spaces. This is Acme HQ. You can rename this. But this has account manager, projects, and goal tracker here. So you can go ahead and rename your workspace. So this is I'm doing this for my trainings. So my YouTube channel is Bon Viaggio Trainings. So I'm going to just keep going with that. I'm going to say no thanks. Continue to free plan here. So you don't have to add in the actual payment plan and it'll just start you off in the free version. Now that you've got everything set up, we're going to go through the tutorial. Okay, so we're going to set up your Teams workspace based on what you told us earlier. We've set up some templates to help you get started. Cool. Hi, Patty. Welcome. I'm so excited for you guys to be here. I hope that everybody reaches your goals in the near future so that you can find that relief and also start traveling. Wouldn't that be awesome? So this is getting started here. This is a private tab on the side, so you don't have to have this, and it's not included in any of the other spaces that we created for TeamSpace. So click anywhere and just start typing. Okay. Whoops. I just hit the back button because I pushed an enter I pushed an enter and it created a new checkbox. So we're going to check that off. Hit the backslash button to see all the types of content you can add, headers, videos, subpages, etc. So we're going to do that now. So this is a filter. You can create with AI, call out if you have anything, embed anything. Also, you can create a table view text. There's 3 different headers. It creates a menu on the right-hand side of your page. So 1, 2, and 3. This is a bulleted list. So it creates something like a checklist, but it's bulleted. You also have a number list, a to-do list, and a toggle list as well. Toggles are my favorite. If you have a ton of information and you need to collapse it, that's what the toggle list is for. You can create a page, which we will learn later on in this series. A call out is for anything that you need to have information about a specific area. I don't really use this often. I don't like it, to be honest, because it sits on top of information. But you might find it useful for yourself. There's quoted information about the specific text. Like we mentioned, a table view, we can create that. Divider lines. I love to use these divider lines to separate mass information about my clients' trips. You can also link a page to a task as well, which is super fun. With Notion AI, you can continue writing, translate to, ask a question, ask about this page, make shorter, and there's more options as well. With the media, you can add images, videos, audio, different code, files, and web bookmarks as well. I do want to kind of give a disclaimer to you guys. This media section does hold a lot of space for storage. So if you are using the free edition, I do believe it comes with about 5 megabytes of space. So I do recommend that you save your space, your audio, videos, images, and everything else to a folder or folders in your actual computer. This way you're not holding a ton of space for images and things that you don't really need in the project specifically, unless you're sharing that project and exporting that information to the client with files and everything like that. So there's different types of databases that you can create: table view, board view, gallery view, list view, calendar view, timeline view, vertical bar charts, horizontal bar charts, line charts, donut charts, forms, database inline, full pages, and linked views of databases as well. These are all really awesome, and a lot of the templates that Notion and other creators have for Notion itself, for different templates that you can add into workspaces, would be created with these types of databases. So you can also change the views of different templates as well as creating your own page with different templates for databases. You have advanced blocks here for table of contents, block equations, buttons, breadcrumbs, synced block, toggle heading 1, 2, and 3. So you can also create a toggle header on the main menu on the left-hand side, and it will allow you to collapse all the information underneath that header and not just as a toggle list. You have different columns, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You've got a code mermaid and custom AI block as well. Inline, you can mention a person, a page, date or reminder, create emojis, and also inline equations. You can embed things into these pages as well for different PDFs, Google Maps, more, Google Drives, tweets from X, GitHub gists, Google Maps, Figma, Abstract, InVision, Mixpanel, Framer, Whimsical, Miro, Sketch, Excalidraw. That reminds me of like Excalibur, but like Excalidraw is a whiteboard, it looks like. You can create PDFs or embed PDFs, Loom, Typeform, CodePen, Replit, Hex. This would be Hex projects and cells in Notion, DeepNote, GitLab, Calculator Studio, Jira, Trello, Asana, GitHub, Slack, Pitch, Dropbox, Zoom, OneDrive, Amplitude, Clap, Box, Linear, Lucidchart, LucidSpark, Eraser, PagerDuty, ClickUp, Adobe XD, Plus, Dovetail, StreakShare, Shortcut, SendOwl, Amplitude EU, Zendesk, and Jira Preview, which is a data center. You can also sync databases as well as import for CVS, HTML, a text and markdown, Asana, Confluence, Google Docs, Trello, and more. It looks like you can also turn things into the different options as well in the menu, and then you have different actions to delete, duplicate, copy, link to block, or move. So you could move things from one page to another. And then you have different text colors for gray, brown, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and red. And then background colors as well for black background, gray, brown, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and red as the final option. Lots of information in that menu there, but super useful to customize your information. Tony, can you bring me some water, please? Thanks. Okay, so you can highlight any text and use the menu that pops up to style your writing however you like. So this is the menu. Okay, so we're gonna click on it. Color. This is yellow, black. Oof, I don't like yellow. Let's turn it green. Boom. Now you have highlight any text and use this menu, and it's the color green. Okay, but this is a code, so it won't change the color. Isn't that awesome? All right, see the 6 dots to the left of this checkbox on hover? Click and drag to move this line, which is really cool. I moved it down to the bottom so we can check that off. Oops, ouch. Click plus new page at the top of your sidebar to add a new page. Plus page, boom, new page has been created. Thank you. Sorry guys, I've been on the phone all day and my throat hurts, so I'm gonna chill on this cough drop. Okay, click calendar in your sidebar to manage your time and work together. Notion's calendar app is integrated and synced with all of your Google Calendar events. So this is the calendar over here. And can you guys see my screen? Let me make that a little bigger. Can you see that better? So this is integrated with Google Calendar. So all you've got to do is connect your Google Calendar, which we're going to do now. Oh, wrong one. So we're going to sign in with Google here. Continue to Google permissions. I'm going to use a different account. Okay. Because I probably haven't created it yet. Okay, so this is a new page. On the left-hand menu is calendar. This is Notion. So on the left-hand menu is calendar. And then it pops open a new page where you sign in with Google. Right here. And then I'm just creating a new account. Of course it is. I'm having a difficult time connecting this because it's recognizing my account, but it won't let me sign it. Thank you. Let me grab that real quick. I'm gonna pause my screen so I can open up. Oh, I just come on. Sorry, guys. I'm grabbing a password. Of course, it's the wrong password. Why should it not be a password? Okay, perfect. Hold on a second, guys. I'm having a difficult time. So we're gonna resume the screen share. Can you see my screen? I'm gonna go through the request a password. And I'm going to verify the account. There we go. Of course it is. Let's try this. So we're gonna sign in with Google. We're gonna get permissions. Oh, but my trainings account is there. So we're gonna continue. Okay, so this is what we're looking for, guys. Sorry. When you go through the issues, just follow the process to change your password. If you run into like this account doesn't exist, try again. If your password is incorrect, just say forgot password and then follow the process to verify the account. And then close the page and then go back to try and log in again. And select everything that Notion can access. So select all and then continue. And now we're logged into Notion Calendar. Okay. So now we can check that off on the calendar on the checklist. Highlight Alan Kay's name and ask AI to explain who Notion's favorite scientist is. So we're going to highlight Alan Kay, ask AI. Explain who Notion's favorite scientist is. Okay, so Alan Kay is a pioneering computer scientist known for his visionary work in personal computing and object-oriented programming. He developed groundbreaking concepts like the graphical user interface, overlapping windows, and the Dynabook, an early concept of what we now know as laptops and tablets. He's also famous for saying the best way to predict the future is to invent it. Kay's emphasis on powerful yet simple tools for thought and his vision of computers as instruments of learning and creativity strongly aligns with Notion's philosophy of making knowledge work more accessible and collaborative. So we're going to close this. Excellent. Click templates in your sidebar to get started with pre-built pages. Cool. So what we're going to do now is click on the templates. Actually, I want to see what these pages look like first. So we're going to go to account management. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I don't like this. Okay, so this is for multiple people. So we're just going to close this out and delete it. So let's delete, move to trash. You can always come back to the trash and hold on, guys. Let me turn off this waiting room. Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining. I am going to continue to share my screen. Thanks so much. What you can do is go back to your trash and restore what you've just recently deleted. So it'll go back to where we were. And then I don't like this because I don't have multiple people on the account. So I'm just going to delete it. So for projects, let's go ahead and look at this. So priority team, start and end dates, progress. So I like that. Budget, attach file. Let's go. All right, get started. I love projects. This is how I manage all my projects. We will do a customizations workshop.
Wow.
Hey, Beth, do you have any questions? We will do a customizations workshop next month or the month after. I think it's templates workshop next. But we will be working on the two projects here for a second. So goal trackers are due date, priority, progress, days until due. I like that. So let's go ahead and get started there as well. This looks really similar to the project itself. So, we might not need this one at all. So let's go ahead and delete this. I'm going to move to trash. So we're going to click on templates on your sidebar and get started with pre-built templates. We're in Discover, but we're going to go to Work and then filter for free and by Notion. We're going to also search for tasks. So this is the tasks template, which is free. I really love this template here. It keeps track of everything. Let's see. Oh, okay. We can also go back to the marketplace and then do work and then filter it out and paid, sorry, by Notion. And then we can do different topics up here as well. Okay. Let's do operations. We got goal tracker. We already had that. Company database, annuals. I don't like these. Hold on a second. Let's go back to Discover here, and we're gonna do projects and tasks. Here we go. This is my favorite template. Let's just preview this for a second. It literally looks like the projects board, but it also includes tasks, which does help me keep on task. So we're gonna add this as a option to our workspace, and then we're gonna delete this just projects board, and that way we have both already. So projects and tasks, this is already built for us, and then tasks for the individualized project. So you can open this and see the project is in progress, who the owner is, completion, dates, priority, AI. You can add properties. There's 2 related tasks to this, which is assigned over here. One is done and one is in progress. And then you can also do like about project. So this is where I would put my notes for each client's consultation. And that is how it looks for the project. And then the task, you can just click on whatever is in progress and it opens up a different page. And I will be showing you how my actual Notion looks for you guys so that I can show you how I like to use it. But we're just getting started here. So we're going to click here. This is a toggle block. Click the little triangle to see few useful links. So we're going to click notion.com templates, more templates built by the Notion community, notion.com/help. Sorry, guys. Guides and frequently asked questions for everything in Notion. Notion.com/guides. Watch videos and read tutorials to become a Notion expert. Calendar.notion.com. Manage your time and work together in Notion's calendar app. So we already did the connection to the calendar. So let's go ahead and get started here. This is managed in Google Calendar. So let's go to the calendar real quick. Okay, cool. So here's today. I'm going to split my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can download the app, event notifications, calendar accounts, which we've already connected one. Notion workspace, we can connect the workspace that we've created here. So connect. Allow access. And now Bon Viaggio Trainings is connected here. So anytime I put something in my project on a calendar, it'll show up here too, as well on my Google account. So we're going to connect this. We've already got this connected, so we don't have to do that. And then Notion database, we don't have to do that either. So let's go ahead and close this out. This is going to allow me to add something. So I'm going to go ahead and add something here. This is a test. Okay. For an event. And then I'm going to save it. Boom. It popped up right here. So here's Notion Calendar, here's Google Calendar, and now you can see that this event is available. This is a test right here at 3:30 p.m. for my event today on February the 6th, which is currently active on Bon Viaggio training. So we can click this event. This is a test for Thursday, February 6th at 3:30 p.m. And you can see how it goes automatic. So we're going to try that again. I'm going to make this a different color for you guys so that you can see. Boom. And it just showed up right here. So anytime you add anything in your Google Calendar, it'll automatically feed into Notion. And then let's say you have an event that you need to enter in. So double click the calendar. This is a test. And then adjust the times for the date and then click enter. Now this showed up here. So we added this event and it showed up here. We can even do edits here as well. So you see the color changed, but it didn't change over here. We do need to go in to this and change the color. Save. And now they're both the same color, right? So some of the edits on Notion might not show up on Google. That's why I mentioned to manage your Google Calendar and then it'll feed into Notion. Anybody have any questions so far? I'm just going to delete these. Once they've been deleted from the calendar and everything is good to go, you can see, oops. What's this? You can see the calendar does update itself. So we've got this put together for the getting started. And so now I'm going to show you what my actual account looks like. So this is my workspace that I use on a regular basis. Here is a Thailand project I've been working on for training purposes. So you can see here I have the name of the project, the owner. I've attached it to the project itself so I can reference it later. The priority for me on this is low because I am using this for training and it's not really important for me to address on a regular basis like I would for clients' projects. This is in a planning stage. I still need to provide the fourth training to the presentation. The planning date was originally January 2nd. Notes to complete for pop-up of final presentation, which means that I need to complete the presentation itself and connect it to this project. It's not completed, but I created this checklist. I've got the trip dates based on the itinerary that we provided. This is a pre-build. You can create these by just typing into this space and it automatically assigns a color. If you don't like the color, you can click on these three dots right here and change them to purple. And then you can also delete them, move them around. So let's say I wanted to alphabetize these. I can just click the dots and move them around. And then you've got a budget. So this is the total price of the itinerary and what it was. I've got 8 more properties here that are empty. I have mine set so that they do collapse if they're empty. So this would be client info. I did create a page for all of my client information to be in one space. So I would connect it with just their name and not their personal info listed here. A parent task would be what is like the consultation that I provide to myself from the initial appointment, when the due date is for the presentation, follow-up dates, appointment links, any confirmation information that I need for like bookings, and then all the bookings and the pricing for everything. And then this is for my content planning. So I can hide these. And now I have about the project, and this is how I lay out the information in the project for me. This is how I like it. If you want to play around and customize it to your liking, that's totally fine. But I like to copy and paste the information to this from the website. So I'm gathering all this information. I'm not retyping everything. It's also providing to me links automatically. So for here, for example, this is a link, advisors.exotica.com. And then it's a landing page for family vacations, culture, Christmas, nature, adventure, solo traveler, group tours, things like that. And then it's got all of the details about the itinerary that we selected in the first training. I've attached pictures, data, dates, accommodations, ratings, reviews, more pictures. I've separated each day. As you can see, I've got a divider line up here from day 1 to day 2. And you'll see this go down. I've also got addresses. There's just more information here. As you can see, there's a menu on the side here. So I can also skip to different options. This is where I'm at currently. Let's say I want to go to day 11. I can skip down to day 11 or hover over the menu. I did not want to do that, but you can click on the menu. Come on. Guys, I've been having technical issues all day long, so I do apologize. I don't know why this isn't working. Come on. Let's try this again. I do apologize. Here we go. All right, so there we go. You can see how it's highlighted where you're looking at or where you're at in the menu. And then let's say you wanted to do day 4, for example, you could just click down to day 4 and then do that again to visit the ancient cities. Make sure you're not highlighting anything on the page and then go into the menu. And that's how you just kind of skip through everything. I think this is really helpful and accommodating to the needs of your information. These are headers, and that's what creates different indentions in the menu. So this is header 1, header 2, and header 3. That way you can have different categories. So I really like that. So let's review a page here for tasks. So this is a task that I have created for this project. So we're going to open this, and then you can pop this open. You can minimize this menu. This is a full page now. So you can see I've got this trip attached to the project and the parent task, which is the consultation. And then I've got all the information that I found for each part of the project that I needed. These are all called subtasks. Subtasks are very useful, very useful in keeping yourself organized, because you can work and break down your big giant projects into smaller tasks and work on those smaller tasks at a time, instead of working on multiple tasks and feeling overwhelmed with yourself or the project itself. So here's in the consultation, here's notes that I gathered from the client for information about what they're looking for. And then I went and created me a to-do list for different parts of my project planning and management. And then each task, you can open it and it's a new page. And it's all attached to the original consultation page. And then you can see more data about the flights and everything. And then let's do Oahu and Maui properties. So you can see more data about the hotels. And then this client wanted private transfers instead of a rental. So I needed 27 different private transfers for this project. It's a lot. So that's all that information. And then you find excursions. So you find, different projects. So I had listed out the different excursions that they wanted per island, and then found that information. But you notice there's no menu here, but I have headers. So if you pop this out into a center peak, you'll be able to see the menu. So you can see the menu here. And then I've got Maui also down here. So you can see we ended up not getting this circle tour because we already had a circle tour on the bus tour. So I just crossed this out as not needed, but I didn't check it off because I obviously did not include that in the project. And then to get back to the page, you just click out of that center peak. And then luau options, transfer schedules, itinerary options, insurance, like those are different tasks that I worked on for this trip. So to go back to a page, you just click up here on tasks. And then now you can see I have open tasks here for current projects that I'm working on, one for a woman who wants to go to Italy and one for another woman who wants to take her family to Disney. You can customize these things by moving them around. You can do by project, all tasks. These are the different consultations, sprint planning. I don't really do this. I don't find it necessary for how I use Notion. You can do current sprints, next sprint, last sprint. There's 4 more sprints. So there's a board of sprints, a timeline of sprints, a calendar of sprints. Isn't that cool? And also a backlog. So this would be any backlogged sprints that I would have for tasks. And so let's go ahead and open this one. And I'm going to show you this sprint is where am I? I'm currently working on this. Okay. But let's say I wanted to complete this task, but I didn't complete it all the way. I have a tracker of how far along I am in the sprint if I open it up. But let's say I wanted to go back. You just hit the back button and then you go back to the project. So I'm currently working on this project to create her a presentation so they can see everything. Her and I work together to choose the actual options and what they wanted in their trip instead of providing her multiple quotes. She was very involved in the planning process, which is an option that I provide to my clients. So I don't have to provide to her multiple presentations or a very long presentation with multiple different options for them to choose from because she's already chosen her options. We did that in person. So I have what I quoted for her originally, and so they can see the difference from when I provide them the presentation to when they're ready to purchase or put a deposit down on their Disney trip. They would be able to see the difference in pricing depending on the time frame. And then I've got about this task or this project and everything that I'm going to be working on is going to be added. So just to add a new subtask, you just click new and then you type in this is creating presentation. And that way I can put together different options. So I'm going to go through, and this is a high priority for me as a client. This is due on the 13th. So I'm going to click that date. This is not started. So this is my next task or sprint. This is attached to their Disneyland project. Their parent task is already assigned because I clicked new in that attachment. And then I need to, and then you can also add subtasks here as well. So you can add subtasks from different projects or create new subtasks as well. And then let's see, these are for my content creation, so I don't need those. And it's not complete. I don't have any notes to add or anything like that. And then this is where I would put all of the planning for the presentation here. This page is dedicated to the presentation. And then when I have everything that I need put together, I would go back to the projects here and then open up the project and move this project from a planning to in progress so that I know that they're traveling. And then when they're done traveling, I would click done on the project and it'll move it to a different place. But right now we're just planning it, so I'm going to put it back into planning. I think that's pretty much it about the beginner's guide. Next month, I will be doing a templates event. Let me double check for you guys though. Trainings, flyers. What's today? New guide. Okay, so next month on the 6th of March, I'm going to be doing a templates workshop. It is going to be a long workshop because it is it's going to provide to you guys like specialized individual attention to details. So I will be able to help each individual person on that training. So plan for 2+ hours if you want to stay for the whole thing. I also have a YouTube channel, guys. Let me get that for you so that you can watch what I already have put together. However, the templates from when I did the training last year to this year have changed. So we will be going over the changes as well. Notion CRM. And feel free to follow me on YouTube. I do trainings every Thursday to provide to you guys valuable content. Let's see what we got going on next Thursday, the 13th at 3 p.m. Central Time. I'm doing Organize Your Calendar Like a Pro. So we're going to be learning how to use the Google Calendar for from an empty blank slate. Here, let me grab you this flyer. Yeah, it has the correct ID. That's the Zoom ID. And then we're going to be learning how to create a flyer with Adobe Express the next week after that. But I want to give you guys some space to ask questions about what you guys saw today. So please let me know if you guys have any questions. You're more than welcome to unmute yourself and ask me with your voice or in the chat. I didn't see any questions. Oh, hi, Rebecca. I'm sorry about that. If you're coming from Rising Tide, they probably do have the incorrect Zoom ID because I had to change it unexpectedly like 2 weeks ago, and I told Krista about that, but I don't think it was changed for February. So it will be updated for March specifically. But this is the correct ID number on my flyer in the chat. So I just want you guys to know in this Google chat here, sorry, the Zoom chat here, you'll see my next week's flyer does have the correct Zoom ID on it. You're absolutely welcome, and I appreciate you coming in. I don't care if you were late. Honestly, you don't need to apologize to me for sure. But thanks for letting me know. I'll let Krista know that the incorrect Zoom ID is still I'm actually gonna do that now. How did you guys like this beginner's guide? Was it easy to follow? Is there any information that you would like to know more about? We're definitely gonna do a customizations workshop not next month. So once we get your templates selected, we're going to go through and do a customizations workshop in March. March is going to be a long one also. The first 3 trainings are really, really complicated, and I want to make sure that I give you guys enough personalized attention to that. I'm really glad that you feel comfortable with it, Victoria. It's super easy to use, guys. At the time that I started using Notion, my 10-year-old at the time, she was 10, showed me how to use it. She was using it for school, and it is super user-friendly. So I promise you, if you watch a couple of my videos, start at the beginning, there's a customization workshop for week 2 on my training platform. Ooh, yum, thank you. You will be able to follow along for that customizations workshop. Everything is pretty much the same for that one. If you want to play around with it before March. The tasks are very, very hard to follow because I have them set up how my brain has them set up. But honestly, tasks are basically to break down large projects into smaller sections to work on individually. So you've got your sprints, which are basically keeping you on track of where you're at on that task. And then the task itself, you can break down the information in that task so you'll have it individualized for the title of the task. It is kind of confusing. Did you want me to do a pop-up training on tasks specifically and how I use them? Or you can also catch this replay and be able to review this training again and how I explain the tasks in the future. Okay. Let me see if I have that on my calendar. Templates, customization. Okay. So we would most likely go over tasks and customizing tasks in the customizations workshop, which is April 3rd. Yeah, absolutely. You can also see me break down tasks in my beginner's guide training on the playlist I sent to this chat as well. So you can see that broken down. Absolutely, Patricia. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, I really appreciate your attention to this video today. I hope that everybody got some value out of it. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.